Welcome back. How's it going, guys? Today we are going to take a look at what's ahead for the month of July. July, she's hot. Down below, I've got my 3 decks. I decided to go with 2 oracles. I just had this feeling that I should. And of course, I got my tarot. So, you pick your deck. I'm going to pick a few cards and see what July may be bringing in. And so I'm going to start with the Gypsy and then move over to my Mystic Shaman and then my Tarot. Alright, so you pick your deck and just sit back and listen. And of course, we've got my Familiar looking for a space. And there's no space here, Zell. Sorry. You know, you're going to become like internet famous there, bud. Like, you're going to become internet famous. Buddy, I really have no space. I really have no space. Here. Let me make you some space. Here. Is that enough space for you? Is that enough space for you? Maybe? Dell, this is not conducive to what I'm trying to do. Well, Dell's sending you some healing, so I must be for the month of July that you guys need some healing going on. I don't know. We'll see. Pardon me. Alright, we'll start with the first card of July. Oh, we've got the King. Okay, so we are tapping into that leadership energy. Really, dude? We are tapping into that leadership energy. Okay? That leader energy, that authoritative energy, okay, that strength. Okay, just be mindful of how you deal with other people. Zell. Because other people are watching, okay? And they will see your actions and your behaviors. And remember that your actions and behaviors will affect others. So just be on the air of caution. Alright, so we have the Doctor in reverse. This is a good sign, guys, okay? This means that any kind of illnesses or possible thoughts about health issues, okay, this is stating that there's nothing actually wrong, okay? There is nothing actually wrong. It's probably something extremely minor. So it could be a cold, could be a flu bug, okay? Just know that it is minor and you will get the answers that you're seeking, okay? Card 4. Okay. We have the Mirror in reverse. Situations that you thought you had an idea about, okay? That you thought you knew, that you thought you had clarity about. You don't actually have that clarity, okay? You're going to have to really kind of do some, I get the word research, so you're going to have to do some research in whatever the answer you're trying to find in, okay? And this could be something to do with your self-growth. It could be having to reach out to community. It could be looking at a career path, okay? So whatever you're planning on doing, you just don't have the answers yet. More research is required, a little bit more assessing internally to see whether or not you actually feel the need to go forward with it, okay? Lastly, okay, so this clarity could be something to do with this, okay, which is the fox and the rooster, okay. Now, usually when it's upright, okay, we're talking about looking at things in a different perspective, okay, before you get caught, right, by others, okay, others are wanting your position. This to me is suggesting that if you don't do that research that you need to do, Okay, other people are going to take on your position. So, or they're going to stir the pot. They're going to badmouth you. They're going to try to belittle you and undermine you. So you need to be prepared. Okay, there's this need to be prepared and make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. All right, you really want to kind of take that card and switch it around. Okay, so this is like a warning here. This is a warning. You need to switch your perspectives and gain higher ground in order to overcome that. Okay, that situation. I feel like it's going to involve like family matters when it comes to this. Okay. Next up, we have the Mystic Shaman. I love the artwork on this deck. I really do. I wish my hands were bigger. I wish my hands were bigger. But they're not. I got tiny little artist hands. But we'll see what's going on with the Mystic Shaman. This deck is usually really good, especially in terms of spiritual development or kind of figuring out where you're going spiritually. So, if you pick this deck, that's probably why. Okay. Go with this one. I don't know what Zell just did. I believe he's chasing the fairies. I believe he's chasing them fairies. It is, almost summer solstice. That means the fairies are going to be partying pretty hard soon. Let's see. Okay. So we have the wind here. Okay, the wind is talking about going with the flow. Okay, you need to go with the flow, be like the wind when it comes to what you are trying to achieve, what your desires are, when it comes to your spiritual path as well. So you really need to utilize the wind element to kind of help you go along with the flow of things, okay? Know that whatever is meant for you is meant for you, okay? With the wind too, you will also be gaining different types of clarity and different types of perspectives, right? Because the wind carries the birds, right? Birds have a bird's eye view. They can see everything from up above. So you will be gaining different perspectives on what you need to be doing in addressing in those situations, in those desires and goals, okay? Now with the serpent in reverse, okay? Usually with the serpent, okay, we're talking about transformation and change, okay? But there's this resistance to change, almost like a resistance or an unease of learning, okay? Almost as if you're not too sure whether or not you should be going down this walk, this path, this situation, okay? You're not too sure. And that's just where the tree of life comes in, okay? The tree of life is in reverse too, which is, this is about having to kind of put the mundane aside, okay? You need to reconnect with the divine, reconnect with spirit, reconnect with nature, okay? All the answers you are looking for, okay, are there, okay? They are inside internally, okay? And it's so much as pushing past fears and blockages when it comes to your spirit path, okay? You need to overcome them. I'm hearing that there's some type of meditation that needs to be done. And with the Earth card coming forward, okay, we're talking about, keeping yourself grounded. So it could be that you have all these ideas and fears and stuff that you have, okay, like especially lingering from the past, like people telling you that what you're doing isn't right, or people telling you like it doesn't exist, okay? With all of this, okay, this is talking about reassessing, doing your research, looking if there's any validity to these fears, okay? Like, you need to reconnect. I feel like there's this need to do some type of meditation work, or just through and through connecting with the earth somehow, okay? Um, it would be good for you to even do some of this meditation work outside, where you can both ground but also be a part of spirit, okay? There's some cleansing that needs to be done, some healing work, okay? There's something there that you need to release, okay? Once again, do your research when it comes to these fears, to just see if there's any validity to these fears, all right? And connect with earth. Remember the wind card, right? Going with the flow. Go with the flow, okay? Especially when you are learning on your pathway, especially when you are learning different walks on the path. Like, you could be learning about clairvoyance, you could be learning about clairaudience, you could be learning about spellcrafting, all of these things, right? And yet there could be this small little voice in the back of your head that's holding you back, being like, well, is this all real? Am I just imagining it? Should I even be doing this? Especially if you've had the background where you've been like raised a certain way in a religious aspect, right? It's so much as having to figure out where you're standing. Okay, you need to figure out where you're standing and let go of some of those traumas and some of those fears that are holding you back and blocking you from moving forward in your practice. Okay, and like I said, with this earth card, you need to do some grounding work, you need to do some meditation outside, okay? You need to be one with earth. Remember, earth supplies us with everything that we need. It supplies us even with signs and messages as well, like animal messages, for example, butterflies, certain types of birds, certain types of plant life, okay? Even insects, they carry messages too. So, like, really pay attention to that, all right? Be open to exploring your pathway without the fear, okay? And do your research. Do your research. And always use your discernment when it comes to that research too, okay? Always. See what resonates with you. Experiment with it. And if it doesn't work, try something new, okay? Spirit path is all about experimentation and finding out what works for you, okay? Okay, lastly, moving on with the tarot, and then we're going to do a collective poll to see what the energy of July is all about. Get in there. Get in there. Starting off good with the Knight of Pentacles. Move these to the side here so I can get down here. That's the one I'm looking for. Alright. Okay. So that's what we got. That's what we're working with, okay? We're starting off good with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? We're stable. We got things to celebrate, okay? But I get this feeling that there's this need for more, okay? Things are good right now. Make sure that you appreciate and have gratitude for the things that you do have now, okay? Whatever the desires that you are moving forward with, see it as it's already happening for you. Okay? Pardon me, still getting over a silly cold. We have the moon in reverse and the wheel in reverse, okay? There's something that is still really hidden to you, and um, you're not getting the full picture. Okay, you're not getting the full picture of a certain situation, um, and it's kind of left you a little bit lost, like where your footholds are. Um, and with the wheel, okay, this new, I don't know if this is a new situation or if it's just like part of this current situation, but you went from starting off in a positive way and then all of a sudden dropping down. Okay, you have to remember that challenges that do come up, obstacles that come up, are like little tests. They're little tests. Okay, if you are truly desiring something, you are going to put the work in. You're going to do that work. Okay, just remember that with the wheel, it will come back up. It will come back up. Okay, so there's a little bit of a little glitch halfway through July here, especially when you're trying to gain clarity insight about what you're wanting to do next. And because of that, I think that's why the wheel is in reverse, because it makes you kind of feel a little bit down, feeling like you're failing. You're not failing, honey. It's just an obstacle that you just have to surpass right now, okay? But it's showing good signs at the end, okay? So this could be, this is definitely something to do with the finances. So either career, schooling, business, okay? But rest assured, right? We've got the Seven of Pentacles in upright, and that's a good sign right there that you'll get out of this funk. You'll get like this spark, and then this determination and motivation again. Be like, well, this is silly. I need to do something about this. I'm going to do something about it, right? Just make sure you don't listen to the negative mind chatter, and remember that your life is your life. It's nobody else's to live. So you make those decisions and those choices, and you go for it. You go for it. You're intelligent. You're very savvy. You know what you want, go for it. Okay? Don't worry about what other people have got to talk about. No. Alright? With the Seven of Pentacles, yes, there's gonna be still some work to be had, okay, especially when it comes to abundances and prosperity and finances, all that stuff, okay? But this is talking about, making sure that you don't throw in that towel. Don't throw in that towel. Don't let this make you throw in the towel, okay? This is just a temporary blip, okay? With this, nearing the end of July, you're going to be back on it. You're going to be back on track. You're going to see what you need to be doing, what tasks you need to complete, okay? And go forward with that. Continue working on it, okay? Work on it, manifest it, see it happening, okay? It's going to come to fruition. It just needs some patience, some nurturing, and time, okay? So be patient with it. Be patient with these new ideas that you have for your future and securing that, okay? And lastly, let's take a look at the collective energy for the month of July. You guys, all three decks. I got a feeling that this month of July is all about hard work and persevering. Okay, hard work and persevering is what we're talking about this month, guys. Especially when it comes to familial, medical, spiritual, and financial. So those three decks, we're talking about three different situations. But there's this need to continue to be motivated, put in the hard work, put in the effort, okay, and persevere, okay. So I'd be very surprised if perseverance doesn't come up on this, but I guess not. Yeah, there's another one for you. Surrender, okay. It says, I can release my need to control, okay? That's a good one for this month, okay, guys? Especially with all the hard work, okay? Eventually, some things don't pan out the way that we expect them to, all right? And sometimes when we try to control something so much, then we are met with resistance, okay, of those situations either happening or having them happen in a fast pace or a successful way, okay? So there's this need to kind of like surrender the control, okay? Go with the flow of the situations, do what you can, but at the same token, don't try to control it so much. Like, don't try to control that, and just watch it grow, watch it blossom, watch where the situations go, okay? Just let it go, okay? It will work out. It will work out the way it's meant to work out, okay? So yeah, that's all I gotta say on that. So perseverance, surrender, okay? Hard work, stay motivated. You got it. That's for the month of July, guys. You take care of yourselves,